You can't come back from that. You just got smooched.
Bro,
What are you going to do?
Is that assault? Like, I don't know what that is, bro. Like, that's so weird.
That's so funny, bro. I fucking love that. That's so funny, bro. He got right up in his face and just smooched him.
Oh,
That's
my God.
so
Like, yeah, like,
good.
what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do?
His mouth looked a little bit open, too, Fax. Yo, what's up? I am Beau Allen. My friends call me the Butter King, 7-year NFL vet out of Wisconsin. Go Badgers.
And I'm Nate Collins, a.k.a. Dr. Fax. 4 years in the NFL, out of Virginia. Wahoo wah.
Fax. Let me tell you what I'm torqued about, brother. You ready? I got a lot for you this week.
Go ahead.
Well,
lay it on me.
I mean, I've been on a big music kick lately. We were, been listening to a lot of Usher. He's got so many hits.
Yeah,
and
such an asshole.
Also, I was just at the Drake and J. Cole concert over the weekend. Made me think of you. I'm not I've said this before, I'm not a huge Drake guy.
How great was the concert?
It was fucking awesome, bro. It was at Amalie Arena. It was fucking great. It was hit after hit after hit. I'm not hating. I like Drake.
Hate. Like,
I'm just not a Drake guy. I'm not going to be in the concert singing every word of every song. Like,
no, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Every song that came on that were bangers, you were like,
bangers.
Damn.
Yeah,
you were thinking back to the bitches you were messing around with and just remembering different
that shit
things.
reminded me of the locker room, bro.
See?
Like how many times have you heard I feel like every year that I was in the NFL, there's a new Drake album that came out, and it would just be on in the locker room constantly. And like he only played his hits, man. And then J. Cole also was fucking great. Like he's an artist, man. Like Drake's a celebrity, okay? J. Cole is an artist. You know what I mean? And J. Cole he killed it. The music and shit, like it was a fucking good show, man. So I want to give you some love for that. I'm not a Drake guy. I like Drake. I'm not a Drake guy though. But the concert was fucking awesome.
Bro, what's nuts is Drake has been touring. Like me and my girl went to his concert like before we had our baby, like in June. And think about it, like he did it to the first half of this tour, whatever he's doing, with 21 Savage, and we got the concert with 21 Savage. And I'm seeing all the clips of him doing with J. Cole. How long did J. Cole get? Because 21 Savage only got like 30 minutes out of like a 3-hour show. And I wonder if it was like the same formula for J. Cole.
It was actually a good formula. So there's an opener that we kind of missed because we went out before. And then Drake came on, played all of his fucking hits, like all the classics.
Yeah.
And then J. Cole came on and played probably like 30 minutes. And then Drake and J. Cole played together.
Their song. Yep.
And then
couple
Drake did like some of his newer stuff. I mean, it was really fucking good, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. So, but I want to give you some love. Drake concert's good. Had to talk about that. Also, want to take this second. Like I said, I've been on a music kick. I watched the Grammys last night. Couple things I want to hit that I was torqued about. My girl Miley Cyrus, bro. I'm a big fucking Miley Cyrus fan. She got her first Grammy, so that was awesome to see.
She got a couple, right?
Yeah, I mean, but it's crazy that she hasn't won before. So I was hyped for Miley. She put on a good show. She looked good. I'm a big Miley fan.
You like that hair, like that blowout hair look?
I kind of did. Like, dude, she's got that hot rocker, like edgy rocker look going. And it's a far cry from Hannah Montana. And I'm fucking here for it, bro. She's eating at the Grammys.
She looked like a 70s like fitness instructor to me with that hair.
It was doing it for me, man. So I was torqued on that. Also, I was mega torqued on fucking Fast Car, Tracy Chapman, Luke Combs, the collab. Like, dude, I got chills. That's a fucking great song, man. You can't tell me otherwise. That's a banger. Don't disagree with me. I'm not gonna have it.
I'm not, bro. Like, those are the country singers.
No, dude. Oh, you know this song. Fast Car.
Nope.
Okay, well, I'll educate you on that. And then a couple other things, like just like seeing all the fits at the red carpet. I didn't realize Doja Cat was so scary. Like, she looks scary. She had a forehead tattoo, came out like her nips were popping out. She had a see-through dress on with a giant bush. Like, Doja, what are we doing, man?
Do you think Trevor Noah is funny?
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
Do you?
We can move on. Let's talk about what I'm torqued.
Tell me what you're talking about. I don't think he's like the funniest motherfucker in the world, but I think he's a comedian. He's pretty good. Like, I don't think he falls flat too often. But yeah, tell me what you're torqued about, Fax. What you got?
Yo, I am absolutely torqued for Vegas. I know it's 2 weeks in a row, but we're actually
Super Bowl
heading out.
Baby.
Yeah, heading out to Vegas, Super Bowl vibes. I just got an IV today, guys. Like I'm ready to go.
Get your shit right.
I feel amazing. Got the restoration IV and I put some glutamine in there.
There you go.
So like I'm ready to work out. I'm ready to party. I'm ready to work. It's gonna be amazing.
Facts. You know what I learned recently?
What is that?
This is what our boy Cam Brate told me last week. You can get these IVs and they'll put Toradol in them. So
Holy
next time you get an
shit.
IV, get some of that vitamin T in there along with the glutamine and everything else. Get that B12.
I don't need to feel like I can walk through a door right now, because if I did, I probably would just try it. And
Dude,
I don't want to do that.
Some vitamin T will get you right for Vegas week.
Bro, I already know that vitamin T used to warm your body up, and it's nice and chilly right now. That would feel good.
Facts. We're doing a Super Bowl pod, bro. Gotta toss the ring on for the Super Bowl pod, my guy. It's the only time of the year where I can wear my Super Bowl ring, you know? That's all I got.
That's fire.
Yeah, so I mean, I gotta tell you, man, I'm fucking stoked to head out to Vegas too, but I truly think that this trip will take like a couple years off my life. So
whoa,
it'll be fun.
That's crazy. Why do you feel that way?
You know, Vegas, there's just a lot going on, man. Vegas without the Super Bowl is a lot. And now we got the Super Bowl, we got Usher, he's gonna be in town. Fucking Taylor Swift's coming to town. A bunch of football players, a bunch of my old teammates are going to be there.
We're going to be gone before Taylor gets
on.
there. I think we're going to be gone before Taylor gets there. So I'm kind of happy about that. I'm not going to lie. I'm not claustrophobic, but big crowds, which I anticipate like Vegas is going to be like. It's not that they scare me. It's just I'm anxious to see like how kind of like hectic it is going to be.
Dude, the creatures are always out in Vegas regardless. And combine that with the Super Bowl, like the creatures are going to be out. There's going to be people fucking up and down the strip. Dude, it's going to be wild.
I'm excited to see like what's going to be like in the lobby of the hotels.
Tell me what you're most excited about doing this week though, Fax.
Bro, I told you already, bro. It's not going to change. It's the fucking buffets, bro.
So all the parties that we're going to, the concerts, the thing you're most torqued about is the buffet at the Wynn.
Like I said, here's the thing with the parties, bro. Like I feel like me mentally, I'm so like out of date with like clubbing and the club atmosphere, and like Vegas is like the top tier. Like if you're in the United States, if you want to experience like a top tier club, it's probably going to be Vegas and or Miami. I think Miami has 11, which is like everyone like world known, everyone knows about it. And if you experience that, that's like, holy shit, this is a club. Like this place is huge. There's so much going on. And I feel like Vegas, every club is kind of at that caliber. Like I'm in Charlottesville, bro. Like I'm in Charlottesville, and like our clubs are crossovers, restaurants during the day. Like, so it's not the same atmosphere. So like I guess I get anxious just about that and everything that comes with it.
I feel you, bro. I'll be there for you. I'm not a huge club guy, but like I'm all about, if my boys are doing it, I'm doing it. So we'll go to the club. We'll have a good time.
No, I'm definitely excited to have a good time. I'm excited to drink. I'm gonna try to work out. Like I've been on this workout,
I'll work out with you, Fast.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't want to stop going to the gym because like we're gonna be out there for work. So speaking of Super Bowls, lucky for me, lucky for us at Fax and the King, we have someone who has been to a Super Bowl and has actually won a Super Bowl and has been in the confetti, the light at the end of the tunnel for any NFL player, realistically, is to win a Super Bowl. And you had the experience, my co-host, Beau, the Butter King. What can you tell us, like your best couple memories from going to the Super Bowl and winning?
Well, first of all, the coolest thing for me is I was in Minnesota. I grew up in Minnetonka, which is like, 20 minutes west of Minneapolis.
The waters of Lake Minnetonka.
The waters of Lake Minnetonka, baby. So I had so many friends and family there. But just like the fact that it was in Minnesota was really special for me. Just being a hometown kid was just like cool. Like you never think things are going to work out like that. But then like just after the game, like my parents got to come down on the field. Very surreal moment, just enjoying that with your parents, kind of your loved ones. And then just like my grandma was at the game. A bunch of my boys from high school, aunt, uncle, a bunch of cousins, my brother, my sister. Like I had like 20, 30 people there. It was really fucking awesome. So just to kind of have everybody involved, and have it be in Minnesota and Minneapolis, like That was pretty cool for me.
So on the other hand, with that, it being in your hometown, how was that acquiring tickets, and what was the process for you when it came to ranking of how many tickets you were going to either get or be able to get, and then divvying out with your family members after your immediate family, mom, dad, sister? Like, how did you mentally get ready for that ranking process of figuring that out?
It was such a grind. So what people don't realize is you get 2 free tickets to the Super Bowl.
1,600 each.
Exactly. They're $1,600 each, and then you have to pay for the rest, and you have access to up to 10. Like I said, this shit was in Minnesota. I had so many people hitting me up for tickets, and you know this, Fax. Like, there's some ways to kind of finesse different tickets. There's ticket brokers and things like that. But like, thank God, my Uncle John. Shout out to Uncle John, because he bought tickets for his whole family to come watch me play in the Super Bowl. So like, I was kind of good.
Uncle
there. Like,
John, the real MVP.
Yeah, the guy, and my cousin Gretchen was there. She actually got me this hat. Shout out to Gretchen. But then I got those 10 tickets all in the lower bowl for like my mom, you know, sister, brother, grandma, stuff like that. And then I was able to finesse 10 extra tickets because the president of the Eagles owed me a little bit of a favor. And so he got me access to 10 more tickets, which was fucking huge. Wow. And so I put all my buddies from high school kind of up in the upper decks. But, you know, I got them for face value. I sold them to them, or I just, you know, gave them to them. Like face value or whatever, and they were all there too. So it was cool to have all my boys there, and you know, a bunch of cousins. And there's so many people asked me for tickets, bro, that week, and I was fucking pissed.
So other than that being kind of like a distraction, what other big distractions kind of come with this week? The guys, what are some of the distractions guys are going to go through this week in Vegas leading up to the game?
I mean, I can't even imagine, man. Especially for the guys that aren't really playing, you know, they're going to have like everything available to them, like all these different things. I'm sure that the team hotels will be on absolute lockdown. You know what I mean? Like, they'll probably have pretty strict curfew rules. But for me, like I said, because it was in Minnesota, dude, like I had so many people like, hey, I heard you're in town. Like,
what kind of curfew rules did you guys have? Like how late?
I think it was like 11. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But bro, it's so exhausting. Like all the like attention, all the focus, all the emotions, and then it's like late in the year, man. So like you go through a 17-game regular season these days, and then the playoffs. Like your body's beat, man. You're just drained, and so now you have the biggest game of your life with so many different distractions, so many different people hitting you up about it, like such a big stage. And it's exhausting. I don't think people realize how much of a grind the week or the 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl is for the teams, the players on the teams. I just remember thinking to myself, like, holy shit, like it's like Tuesday of game week. Can we just get to this fucking game already? Like, this is exhausting. I'm so tired of all these interviews, of like these, you know, Radio Row. Like, you have to go do this media stuff, of people hitting me up, like feeling like I got to text people back about this. Like, dude, it's exhausting. And then at the same time, like you're trying to do all your normal game prep, you know what I mean? Like you want to play your best game. So you're trying to do everything you can to get your body right, to try to stick to, you know how it is, like during the course of the season, man, like you develop this routine, you try to stick to it as much as possible to get your body feeling good and, you know, prepare for the game. It's hard, man.
With you saying that, is it crazy that like we're going to be out there with green light and kind of like we're going to be on the other side?
We're going to be on the other side
of that burden for these players.
Yeah, we're going to be the media members bothering them about different shit. But no, it'll be fun to kind of, you know, see it from the other side of the fence. You know what I mean? Like we don't really have. We have our media obligations and our pod stuff that we're doing, but like once that's over, like we can kind of roam and go crazy. So we get to have fun while they're all prepping for the game. It's just interesting. It'll be fun to experience both.
Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And then just talk about like winning. Like, I mean, after the celebrating and being on the field and you have to go through the whole process, like after you're done showering and getting dressed and getting to the family section, what's the next plan of action?
Super Bowl after party, baby.
And they usually have one like set up for the team and the family, that type of situation?
Yeah, they have a big party. Like you bus over there from the stadium. And I mean, we were at the after party till like, you know, 3, 4 a.m. just exhausted, bro. I don't think I drank for like a year and a half, 2 years or something. I was like, fuck it. We win the Super Bowl. Like, I'm going to drink.
Wow.
And I did. And I had a great time, man. And so like, but I remember like we, you know, went to bed. It was so weird for me because like after the party, you go to bed and then you take the team plane back at like 8 a.m. And, like there were guys that like didn't even go to bed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they're out all night, come back, pack their bags in like 5 minutes and then hop on the team plane. But it was weird for me because I was in Minneapolis getting on the team plane to go back to Philly. But, you know, you got to get back to Philly for the Super Bowl parade. I'll tell you what, Fax, it was a pretty good time, man. I'm not going to lie to you.
Bro, it seems like it. It seems like I remember watching the game and just being so excited for Chris and just knowing like that as a player, like that's what you work for your entire life is try to get to that game. And then just for him to do it the way he did, he went to New England and got one and then decided to leave and came to Philly. And it's just like, that's like getting struck by lightning, kind of. It's just like picking the right team to go to, and him and LeGarrette Blount being like two of the only people who've kind of ever done that before. That's kind of dope. Just being like
doppelganger.
Yeah, being close to Chris and knowing that he did that, and he's a part of history with that. So it's super dope, super dope.
All right, hey, one thing I want to mention: I can't even tell you how many people hit me up the week of the Super Bowl trying to get insider info on like the prop bets. Like everyone's like, hey, what kind of Gatorade colors you guys been drinking all week at practice? Like, what's gonna be in the cooler? I'm like, motherfucker, I have no idea. It's like one of the most closely guarded secrets. Like none of the trainers know. They don't know till the day of. They like. You know what I mean? Like they keep it like this big secret. But I was looking at some of these Super Bowl prop bets. I figured we could do a little pick 'em here, Fax. So, Foch, you want to run us through some of these prop bets? Fax and I will tell you what we're thinking, and we'll see how we come out. Y'all know, hey, it's all about gambling in Vegas, baby. All about
exactly.
gambling.
And I will say I was shamelessly one of the people that has already asked you if you had any intel as to what color the Gatorade would be. And unfortunately, you had nothing to give me.
I got nothing. All you got to do, Foch, is just slide into every player's DMs. You know?
Yeah, that apparently is the next move. I'll just tell them that, you know, my math class is doing a contest for a $15 Starbucks gift card and a get out of homework pass.
Yeah.
And I'll literally DM every single guy on the Chiefs roster to ask him what color the Gatorade is.
Did you see that, Fax? Finesse King, man.
People are sickos. They have too much time in their hands.
Unbelievable. But so for some of the props, first prop bet, tail this time, you've got the coin toss. You've got heads or tails at plus 100. Some interesting information for you. It has been tails in 7 of the last 10 Super Bowls, and the team that has won the coin toss has lost 8 of the last 9 Super Bowls. So which way do you think it's going this year?
Tails never fails.
I'm going heads, baby.
Tails never fails. It's evident, but the stat that you just said, it probably is better to go heads and try to lose.
I'm saying heads.
All right, we've got a heads and a tails. Next one, the Gatorade color. The lines that came out from DraftKings this year. We have an interesting purple at plus 225, orange at plus 300, yellow or green, up to your own discretion at plus 300, blue at plus 350, red at plus 350, clear at plus 1,000, or no Gatorade bath at all at plus 1,600.
I'm going orange.
I'm going out on a limb here, guys.
Oh.
I'm going no Gatorade bath.
Oh, I like that.
I feel like Andy Reid would be the kind of guy to dodge the bath.
Yo, I'm going no Gatorade bath, and maybe, just like you said, Andy Reid or someone. But I would have to look more deeply in this, like if you dodge it or if they just don't do it. But also, too, I can see a scenario where the Raiders facility says, hey, don't fucking do this. Or, like, don't do this on our field. We don't want you to waste Gatorade all over this surface.
No way. They don't give a fuck about that, man.
How do you know? It's a newer stadium, bro. It is a newer stadium. You never know.
All the events and shit that they do in there, they don't give a fuck.
Bro, the Raiders aren't in it, so you never know how they might be salty. They might be salty about it.
We'll find out. What else you got for us, Foch?
All right, next up, we have the flyover for the game. The line for the flyover of the game, there's over 4.5 planes at minus 130 or under 4.5 planes at minus 110.
I'm going over. It's definitely going over. I feel like also too, like these people who are flying the planes, they're looking at this line. They're looking at this line and they're all putting money on the over. Hey, we're gonna win some extra money. Grab another plane real quick.
Under. It's gonna be some big ass.
It's the Super Bowl show. You gotta have some showmanship, Beau.
Yeah, no, but I think we're gonna see some tight formations, just 3 planes, maybe some bombers. Maybe a couple copters.
You know what's going to be amazing? It's going to be 3 big planes, and you're going to think all the people who had the under are going to be like, yeah. And then planes are just going to drop out of those 3 big planes, and it's going to go immediately to the over.
All right, next up, another time-honored tradition for the Super Bowl, Reba McEntire's national anthem. The over-under set at 86 seconds. A minute 26, that is shorter than the line has been for the past couple of years. So a bit of an interesting one here.
Under for sure. Reba is a professional, man. She's going to keep it tight. She knows it's not about her. She's just going to go up there and shine in 84 seconds.
And that is where you are wrong, my friend. I'm going with the over because the Super Bowl is one of the most viewed things ever. And when you have a chance to have a stage like this, you have to soak it up and take it for what it's worth. So I'm going over 86 seconds for Reba.
All right, a little bit more of a game-related one. Fax, me and you were talking about it before. An offensive lineman to score a touchdown. Yes, at -115. No, at -105.
I'm going yes, a thick 6. There will be a thick 6 in this game. I don't know which side it will happen from, but I think it will happen. Yeah, probably with the Chiefs. But San Fran, they've done stuff with their tackles before, and these are both coaches where even if it's to try to mix up the defense, they do put offensive tackles out in passing routes. So I definitely think there will be one.
All right, and on to the halftime show.
Who's doing the halftime show?
We've got Usher, Beau, your favorite artist.
Okay, cool.
Huge fan over here. The Butter King and Usher go way
make
back.
Love in this club. In this club.
Opening song favorite is at +200 for Yeah. There's also a variety of guests that have lines as to make an appearance. Alicia Keys at -320 to come out and do My Boo. You've got Ludacris at -215, Lil Jon at -115, Lil Wayne at +550, among some others. Who do you guys think is going to come out, and what do you think the first song will be?
I am inclined to think that he might come out, and instead of doing it's 7 o'clock on the dot, he's going to say whatever time it is, and he's going to start with a melody with Nice and Slow. I think that he's going to do some rendition of Nice and Slow, and it might only be like 5 or 10 seconds, and then he's going to like jump into some dance shit and then like another song. It's going to be fire, though. I'm
what
excited.
about guest? Who's he bringing on with him?
For guest, I think they all come out, honestly.
Whoa.
You think he brings the whole crew?
Yeah, I think he does bring the whole crew. He's either going to bring the whole crew or he's going to prove his showmanship and not bring anyone out.
That would be crazy too.
He has his own residency, so like I don't know how that show goes, and if any guests are like, or if guests are frequent in that show. But it's something where now, if he's doing so well with that residency, he can kind of showcase that and show like a bigger audience of kind of what he does on a daily basis with this performance.
Beau, thoughts? First song, guest?
Well, I think that he's going to come out with Love in This Club because I fucking like that song and I kind of want to speak that shit into existence. So that's what I'm thinking. And then also, I did a little bit of research on this, Foch. I'm a big Usher guy. We all know that. Very outspoken about my love for Usher. Usher said that his 2024 Super Bowl halftime performance will pay tribute to the black artists who came before him. Facts, we've talked about February being Black History Month a little bit. I think he's going to go with like a throwback R&B artist. I'm not sure who exactly it's going to be, but kind of like an OG old head from the R&B sphere. So
I like that.
That's my bet.
I like that, Beau.
And last but not least, your pick for the game. We've got the Niners still favorited at -125, the Chiefs at +105. Who do you have walking away with Super Bowl 2024?
I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. Can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. For some reason, I feel like it's going to be Kansas City -9.5. I said they win by 10.
Wow.
I said they win by 10.
Coming out strong.
Yeah, man.
So what about the over-under, 47.5?
Ooh.
I mean, if they win by 10.
Yeah. I think they win by 10, and the reason why I say that, I think Kansas City's defense. I think they score on defense in this game.
Ooh, give me a points. What do you think? Score? What do you got?
How about 24-34?
Beau, thoughts,
I'm
comments?
gonna go Niners just for fun, just for the conversations here. I like the Chiefs. I'm a little sick of the Chiefs. They've been in the Super Bowl for the last 5 years. Love Patrick Mahomes. I think he's a great player. Love Travis. But I kind of want the Niners. I kind of want them to win.
So a crazy stat. Patrick Mahomes has only lost to Tom Brady in the playoffs. That's the only person he has lost to. He's lost twice in the playoffs, and it was both to Tom Brady. No one else has beaten him. So
Well, maybe he's about to lose to Mr. Irrelevant, baby.
And maybe he is. And it's one of those things for me. Now, knowing that stat, I do not think I can bet against him until someone else does it. And even then, I think it might take 2 more losses for me to be like, you know what? Stay away from betting on Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
49ers 27, Chiefs 24.
In the books.
In the books.
In the books.
All right. Well, that's a lot of good Super Bowl conversation, Dr. Fax. Really looking forward to head out to Vegas. We'll see about how these props hit. I'm going to do some other gambling as well. You can find me at the craps table. We're going to get real butter at these dice, so bring a little handkerchief to rub them off because they're going to be absolutely buttery, slipping out of my hand.
That's disgusting.
Pause.
Anyway, moving on, Dr. Fax, why don't you lead us through Fast Fax, a little segment that I love where Nate leads us through some viral segments and quick hitters.
This week on Fast Facts, we have Tom Brady taking a tee shot at Pebble Beach, goes viral, and the biggest meme that came of this was that Tom Brady is one of us when it comes to the golf course. How do you feel about this video?
I fucking loved it, man. I love anything that humanizes professional athletes because we're all like professional athletes are freaks. Brady's a great golfer, man. So to see him just chunk one right off the fucking tee box, you love to see it. Everyone's been there, come on.
Yeah, he compares himself to Johnny Drama after that. And if you have watched Entourage, that is a funny comparison. Next up, we have Oakland State's men's basketball student section giving out haircuts to distract opposing players while shooting free throws. Would you get your hair cut during the free throw, Beau?
Fuck no, I'm not cutting my hair for anything, but I will tell you this, Facts. I zoomed in on this video a little bit. These guys were shirtless, rocking Speedos, and I'm a Speedo guy, so I love that. Good shit from the student section.
Oh, my God. Next up, I knew this would be right up your alley, Beau. The Enhanced Games is set to take place in 2024 at the end of this year. Athletes not subject to any PED testing. How do you feel about this, bro?
I'm fucking pumped. Let's see some peak human performance, man. But the thing, I think I'm trying to think about which sports I'm most excited about seeing. My answer might surprise you, Facts. Ping pong. I want to see some juiced up ping pong players just ripping the fuck out of the ball at these games. Can't wait to tune in, man.
Bro, I wonder if they have to get reinforced balls. No, because I feel like
they're just smashing them overhead.
Bro, if you're a ping pong player and you're using some type of fucking PED, you have to be able to smash a ping pong ball. Yes or no, man. Right?
Yeah, it'd be like Balls of Fury. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
Fucking amazing movie.
It's scary to think about if they're going to do combat sports, if someone might potentially die, but only time will tell.
Whatever gets the viewers going, man. Fuck it.
Next up, Johnny Broom, Auburn basketball player, has jersey grabbed by Morgan Freeman courtside, swats hands away, and then goes back and realizes and apologizes to Morgan Freeman. What do you think about this?
Dude, listen, I don't care if you're Morgan Freeman or Jesus Christ. You cannot grab somebody when they're on the field of play, all right? I thought it was kind of funny. Love Morgan Freeman. But, hey, this game's not about you, Morgan. Come on, man.
Unfortunately, I hate to be in dad mode, but I just don't like this because it sets a precedent that a star is bigger than a fan when you're sitting courtside. And especially if the player reacts that way, it usually causes for a fan or someone to get thrown out. And I just don't understand why he did it in the first place. I know it didn't mean any harm, but it's just a sticky situation because what if that swat would have hit Morgan Freeman in the face? Would it be a different situation? Would we be mad at the kid? I don't know, but hopefully people know not to touch players when they're performing on the.
I don't know. You touch a basketball player on the court, you kind of deserve a swat in the face, man. I don't care if you're Morgan Freeman.
Malice, go watch Malice at the Palace if you don't understand why. Next up, during Kentucky-Tennessee game, Aaron Bradshaw kissed Toby Awaka in the middle of a fight. Have you seen this video?
I'm watching it right now, dude.
Just plants one on him. Just kisses him right on the mouth.
I love that. Like, how do you respond to that? You know, what do you do? The fight's over. You just got kissed. You got smooched. It's done. You won the fight. Like,
bro, what?
You know, he's a lover, not a fighter, bro. That's a fucking 4D chess play right there. You can't come back from that. You just got smooched.
Bro,
what are you gonna do?
Is that assault? Like, I don't know what that is, bro. Like, that's so weird.
That's so funny, bro. I fucking love that. See, that's a problem with fights in the NFL, bro. We got these helmets on. I can't just kiss dudes mid-fight. It's bullshit.
Bro, you're a sicko.
We need more love. You know, he's a lover, not a fighter. We need more of that. It's good.
We'll end Fast Facts on that. No, that is crazy, bro. Kissing someone mid-fight.
Bro, he got right up in his face and just smooched him.
Oh,
That's
my God.
so
Like, yeah, like,
good.
what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do?
His mouth looked a little bit open, too, Facts.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Where do you go from there? Like, you think they talked about that in the locker room? All right. Moving on. We talk about a lot of guy stuff on the pod. We talked about the Super Bowl, some fun Super Bowl memories from your boy, BA. I got my ring on. You guys might be wondering.
Wait. Let me see that ring again, bro. Woo!
Tee. So you might be wondering, what am I supposed to talk to my girl about? She doesn't give a shit about the Super Bowl. Well, actually, she probably does, because Taylor Swift is going to be there. And Taylor has been absolutely dominating the headlines lately. And also, she just announced that she has a new album coming out. It is called the Tortured Poets Department. Not quite sure how I feel about that name, Taylor, but I'm pretty excited. I don't know how Taylor Swift has time to do all this stuff. Honestly, it's fucking impressive. She's a workhorse, man. She is everywhere. She's at the Grammys. She's at football games. She's going to be at the Super Bowl. She's going to be in Japan on her tour. Like, she had a movie come out. Like,
Ultimate entertainer, bro.
It's honestly impressive, man.
If you go back, bro, until our earlier episodes, you guys used to get on me whether this was a marketing move or not, and it worked out. I told you it was going to work numbers for her, like, on both ends. Like, it's going to be mutually beneficial for all parties involved if it goes well. But the NFL, the amount of money the NFL has soaked out of this, like, I think is kind of a curveball.
Okay, real talk. I watched a little bit of the Grammys. And when Taylor Swift announced her new album, they like cut to different performers in the audience. It was so funny. First, it was like Miley Cyrus, and they all had just the most awkward like smiles on their faces, like, "Oh, this motherfucker is releasing another album." It was like Miley Cyrus and Olivia Rodrigo and then Ed Sheeran. It was a really funny moment. I thought, like, you gotta. It's funny to announce because it's not like the Grammys is kind of an industry event, you know, not like a fan event.
Yep.
So like she's announcing that she's doing, and they're just like, "Oh fuck," you know. They had these awkward smiles on. It was pretty funny.
I'm just disappointed. She could have waited one more day and dropped her album on 420. She might have grabbed a whole new genre of people that just might happen to stumble onto her album that day. But
bro, I don't think anyone's stumbling onto Taylor Swift these days. She's fucking everywhere.
Bro,
you know?
like as much as you say that, I promise you, like, I've never listened to a Taylor album all the way through. I barely know Taylor's songs. I know she's amazing and she has the numbers and the backing for it, but she's just not really my cup of tea.
That's how I feel about Drake.
That's how you feel about Drake?
No, I like Drake. I just also like shitting on Drake. I don't like people who are obsessed with Drake. Like, we're at the concert and there are these people in front of us, and it was like those old clips you see of the Beatles, you know, where like people are losing their fucking minds. And this girl, it was like the best day of her life seeing Drake. Just didn't do it for me, man. I didn't like it. Okay.
Bro, at the end of the day, don't go to a Drake concert if you don't want to see fans being excited to see Drake.
Hey, at the end of the day, if you're going to get an IV, replenish and rehydrate, have them throw some Toradol in there for you.
Vitamin T.
Vitamin
Guys,
T.
tune in every week on Wednesday. Faxing the King on all social media platform. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if any of our listeners are in Vegas and you see Dr. Fax or the Butter King, say what up. Let's take some pictures. Don't be afraid. And we appreciate everyone for tuning in every week. See you next week.
Yep.